like that on there, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Daily Smoke. This is your boy, Brother Jam.
Brother Los.
Brother
Ron
Rick.
behind the can.
Yeah. And Brother Rick joining us once again.
What's up, Mr. Rick?
Happy 420, everybody.
Happy 420.
Happy
420,
y'all. Happy
that's what we do. That's what we do.
Hey, thank y'all for joining us. Of course, we appreciate y'all coming on in and checking this out. If y'all was with us on Monday night, you heard us kind of go over the legalities and talk about the laws and stuff that's related to marijuana. Well, today being 420, we wanted to talk about the plant itself. We want to talk about what it does, how it does what it does, and see if we can maybe shed a little light. And hopefully, y'all might have some questions on what the actual plant does. As you can tell, I've already been celebrating.
Yeah. It's 420, man. We've
Exactly.
been celebrating.
But that's what's going
420.
But before we get into that, so what's been going on, fellas, man? How y'all been, man? This last few days, y'all doing all right?
Doing fine, man. Doing fine, man. Family's fine. Everybody's good.
That's good, man.
You enjoy yourself? You enjoy your experience with us last time?
Love it.
That's what we do. That's what we
Love
do,
it, man.
You know?
Had a great time.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming on back. And, okay, dude, this man came bearing gifts.
Yes, we did. This shit everywhere,
You're
man.
just going straight to the rip, didn't you?
Man,
Damn, yo, Ron.
I'm looking, and when I could smells that was smelling
Yeah,
real
right.
good. So, okay, but we're going to get to that. We're going
We're gonna get to that. We get to it as we go. English, appreciate it. Thank you.
But man, glad to have you back on, Rick.
Appreciate
And brother Bobby, Black Hand, I hope you out there watching, and I hope you getting a chance to relax. We got you, brother. Love you. See you soon.
Peace. Flying cameraman. But make sure you see the camera now, though. And hit that like. Everybody, hit that like.
Oh yeah, hit the like. And just remember, if y'all do want to check out on what's coming up for us, you always go to the website, thetha.dailysmoke.com. Please check it out. We always got our upcoming episodes, what we're going to be talking about. So that way you can let your peoples know, hey, this is what these dudes are going to be talking about. You might be interested in this. Let them know. If you got somebody who might have an opinion on what we might be talking about, we'd appreciate the input, from the audience. So thank y'all if you can spread the word.
Right. Oh, you play it's 420. I'm watching us on TV and shit.
But I do like that I looked and I saw you guys talking about Autism Day and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
To enlighten people to all types of subjects, man. We're not just
Everything.
gonna sit here and talk about weed, man.
How we say
We more than
everything?
that.
Everything.
We more than that.
That's
Everything.
right. We want to talk. We want. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to reach a very diverse audience. We want everybody. We don't give a fuck where you're from or what you got to say. We just want to hear what you have to say. We may want to know why you feel a certain way. Tell us. No bullshit. Just
Right.
Hey, just
Keep it real.
That's all. That's what this is about, man. Just talk what you got to say. Enjoy yourselves. Please call in if you look. I always say if we're talking shit, please call in and shut me the hell up. I don't want to sit here talking shit. So if I am, please call, or at least on there, low, shut the hell up.
Sweet
I will not
Brown.
get offended.
Sweet Brown, ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Look, I don't mind being corrected. Just tell me where I'm wrong. Help me to understand what's going on.
Learn something.
Exactly.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Brother Ron, how you feeling, man?
Good, bro. Go ahead. You got it.
You good? He good, but he's not 420 though. He's not friendly to the 420.
I'm 419 in this motherfucker.
He's 419 up in this bitch.
But this is
Better
the
yet,
leap
isn't
day.
it? Isn't it 419?
419 and a half. He almost there.
Yeah.
419 at 10:30 at night.
Getting away, he get further away. We're running faster for some reason. Yeah, no, it was so far I've had a good week. I always have a good week.
So you were saying earlier, man, you got a pit for your dog.
Yeah. Dalmatian Staffordshire pit. Yeah.
Oh, I bet it's a beautiful
It's
dog.
a mix with that's a little white and black one.
No. That's the big dog I got, man. She's got the black in her ears and in her mouth and everything, man.
She was in the video with the little one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's about 4 years old, man.
Wow. See, that's what I like to hear people who get pets and actually take care of them. And I know me and Ron have even talked about dogs before, but it's like people don't. The way a person treats a dog tells you a lot about that person. I'm sorry. You know, I grew up, you know, my mom like tolerated having dogs. So it was like, okay, the dog didn't have a water bowl, he drunk out the toilet. That's you know, that was just how she, you know, but she was a country girl, so that's how she grew up with it. So, you know, you didn't put no special bowl down for the dog. Toilet water's fine. You know.
Yep.
But as I got older, I was like, nah, I can't treat dogs like that. You know what I'm saying?
I had never had a pit bull, man. And this one I got when she was 12 weeks old.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was telling you earlier. And if you came to my house, man, she's just gentle. She'll bark when you come in the house. I'll tell her, hey, cut all that out. She'll come out, she'll snip you. Tail starts wagging, and that's what it's going to be. You know, and then when you leave, she's going to go wherever you were sitting at. She's going to go over there and sniff wherever you were sitting. And then when you come to my house again, it won't be there. I've got a 12-week-old puppy in the house now. And I've looked at that pit, show her teeth a little bit, man.
Yeah.
You know, because that little baby is messing with her, man. But she'll roll over, and the little puppy, you're half away with her, man. So, and I was like everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, you're kind of scared of her, man.
Yeah. See,
You gotta turn it into a bad dog.
yeah, I've grown up with pits my entire life. My older brother, he used to breed them for a little while. On several occasions throughout his life, he's bred pits, and very often, you know, because of him, I would have them as pets for myself, and I get a puppy or whatever. And so the dog breed itself has just gotten a bad reputation. I mean, we have literally turned those dogs into monsters. Their nature is to be really actually calm and very protective of like family and stuff like that. And if you raise one around your kids, you find out real fast how quickly they can become protective of your kids. So I wish people would actually take a little time to really look at the breed, but it's one of those things that always upsets me because they get such a bad reputation. And they're actually good dogs. People just make them bad.
Yep. Any other person that comes to your house, I don't care what kind of dog you have. You can tell when somebody's coming to your house because that dog is going to be by the door.
Yeah.
And they're going to start acting some kind of way. And they will bark. They're doing what they do.
That's what they're supposed to do.
That's what they're supposed to do.
You coming
man.
into my territory. Let me make sure, you know, before you get to them, I'm going to make sure you can't get past me.
Yeah.
In case.
Yeah.
You know.
But see now, I like cats too though.
I got cats. I don't ever really fuck with cats because they don't do shit, lay around all day, don't do nothing. Hey, come here. They don't listen. They keep walking the other way. Like, man, fuck the damn cats.
See,
They like when I scratch the shit out of them, though.
See, the difference between a cat and a dog, though, is that a cat, you got to earn it. Dog just, if you treat a dog nice, dog gonna give it to you. Hell, sometimes you treat a dog mean, dog gonna love you. But a cat, you treat him bad once, and he gonna be like, nah, I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, but guess what? You won't get this, what I'm about to put in that bowl. I bet you're gonna like it then. You know, you better stay with my
use you for
ass.
food. Cats is not above it. You know what I'm saying? They'll play ball just enough to make sure they get fed, but at the same time they're gonna be like, I don't even like you, nigga.
That's why I fuck with them. I'm like, you know what, here, man.
Yeah, they're all about the pimp game too.
Right. I scratch their head and be like, yeah, go ahead and fuck off.
They just want you to pop that can, bro.
You know?
They want you to pop that can, man. Pour some of
Boy,
that
they hear
bowl,
this
man.
shit,
That's it.
man. Anything they come running in like, is that our shit? Like, no.
I don't even
My
like this
shit.
motherfucker, man, but he feed motherfucker. But he feeds.
Like nigga, you get 2 minutes in your lap and that's it. That's all. That's just out of respect for feeding.
And I look back at them like, you're lucky you're here because out of respect of my wife. See, she wants you here. You know, I don't fuck with her. Man, I'll come back, baby. I got some dinner shows. I got some dinner shows, baby. Look, it's good from this new place. Right there, color too, man. All my restaurants are all color.
Right. Here this nigga go. Can't take black folks nowhere.
You want IBs?
Oh, oh,
No, don't do that, man.
oh,
not
I'm trying to
do
get
that.
sponsors. I'm trying to get Puma as a sponsor, man.
We
You know
gonna
what I'm
get.
saying?
I'm trying to get Puma and Miller High Life as a sponsor, man.
You know,
Look,
right,
we're gonna get
right.
algorithm before we even get in the algorithm with your ass.
Right, that's funny. They gonna already come after us, like,
So what you got for us tonight?
you know what, man? You know what today is? It's 420. This is what we do. You came bearing gifts. I wanted to talk about one of these things because the other day we talked about a little bit about.
Oh yeah.
What it was, but this thing here, what comes in here, is a big ass joint. This is crazy, but this is the kind of shit they do. I can't read what it says here because I'm high already. Biscotti. And this is a 10-gram joint. That's crazy.
What in the hell?
Oof, man, that's, you know what I would say, man, that lasts me a whole 2 weeks. Yeah, I'd probably be gone in 3 days. I'll be high as hell and shit, though.
This one says golden pineapple. It's also a 10-gram joint. Let's see. So it's got 0.16% CBD.
Point how much?
16.
That's it.
And then
That's
point,
for,
0.44% THC. And then the THCA is that's 22.6%. That's not even a point. That's 22.6.
but that's what's in it. When you light it, it turns into that.
Right. That's what you get out of it.
Then you light it, and that's when the THC comes into it. And
That's why the
Or
other
the
night when
CBD.
we were talking about the potency of some types of weed,
Yeah.
when you're dealing with let's call it government weed. Say there are certain states where you can get medical marijuana.
Right.
The marijuana that they give to those patients is technically called low THC cannabis or weed,
it got CBD in it.
and it will be like 3 or 4%.
Right.
Whereas we all know anywhere outside that hospital, you're gonna get 4 or 5 times that
Hell yeah.
just on the streets, and even in cannabis stores in states where it's legal.
Right. That's crazy. But anyways, we're here to educate you on this beautiful plant, cannabis.
There you go.
What do you know about cannabis? Isn't that the topic? Is that the name of the topic?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to enlighten some people. I got some notes here because I'm high. I'm not going to remember a lot of this shit, so I had to write
Do you
it down.
think?
So anyways, cannabis, also known as marijuana, and a whole bunch of other names. Weed,
Pot,
got that heat,
Mary Jane.
reefer,
man.
Mary Jane. Yeah, that's
Mary
always been one of my
Rick
favorites.
James.
Mary Jane. Yeah.
Mine was like, hey, you got some weed? Or, yeah, I need to smoke. And they already know what I'm talking about when I
Right.
say that. But yeah, so it's a psychoactive drug from the cannabis plant. And it's native to South Asia from way back in the days. And like I said, I'm high, I can't even read this shit. But so yeah, native to Central and South Asia. The cannabis plant has been used as a drug for both recreational and ethogenetic purposes, and in various traditional medicines. It has like 500 and something different elements in it.
Different compounds.
Yeah, and then like 65 of them I think are what the ones that they use to make, that's what gets you high.
For the get high.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's the main thing from it, But they've been grown since the 3rd millennium BCE. That's how long they've been around. But back then they used it for clothing, for pottery, for a lot of different things. And that's what was the beginning. They didn't know at the time. I guess these people didn't smoke it, but then later they found out more that these were used for rituals. And then it kept going from there, and it kept going from there.
Medicine and stuff
Finally,
like
yeah,
that.
no, I think a lot of it in the in the mountains of Asia, in that area, that there would be where pretty much all of it comes from. And I thought it's like the the premier mountains, and there's one of them is called the Hindu Kush. So I'm saying, okay, now that's where the names come from.
Kush.
They got all the different types of stuff, but it's used for you got medical marijuana, which is lower THC, higher in CBD, which is the CBD, and most of the time those are the from Indica. They get Indica and the CBD mostly from Indica plants, and we'll tell you about what the difference between those are.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, most of the CBD comes from Indica plants. The sativas that's something different. They both look different when they grow them and everything. For recreational, of course, we smoke it, we vape it. You could put it in food. You can make it into a wax and vaporize it. And there's so many different ways. Matter of fact, what way is this here, man? In this little thing right here. This is something in here that's like a wax. Pressed.
That's called Rick Simpson oil.
Rick Simpson oil. That's a dude that's from Canada who his dad, I think, got cancer out of the face.
He did.
And he
It,
did.
it was actually him.
And he will show you how to do it. He took some weed and put it in some like ethanol and stuff and kept breaking it down until it made this paste. And he put the paste on his face and put a Band-Aid on it. A few weeks later, he went back to the doctor. He didn't have cancer no more.
Okay, what?
Now,
That's
the
Rick
story.
Simpson. He
That's
knows
the
this
story.
stuff. If this is Rick Simpson wax, they call it
Rick Simpson oil.
because he took weed and he would show you how to process it in like ethanol and stuff like that, and you had to keep breaking it down and
Because he heard about the properties of it.
Right, so he started doing this, and next thing you know, he turned it into this black wax that you see here. And he took some. He had gone to his doctor, and he had
Skin
cancer.
wow.
So he went home, figured this shit out, put some of that on his face where the skin cancer was, put a Band-Aid on it, and in about 2 weeks he went back, and his doctor said, I don't know, I understand what you told me, but I cannot say that that's why you didn't get cancer because I'm a doctor,
Right.
like that. So the dude's like, okay, so
But
he started telling people about this shit.
But that right there is the reason behind it. That right there is the reason behind it. That right there is a cure to a lot
That's right.
of ailments.
That's right.
Right there.
Matter of fact, the dude, after a while, they shut down his videos and he had to move because the government was trying to get to him because these pharmaceuticals. This dude just put this shit on his face and the cancer went away. Oh no, we can't have that shit out here like that. It'll cost us all our money.
Yeah.
If people can do this themselves.
Yeah.
So the dude had to disappear, man. It's like almost like the same dude that had that. He invented that car that ran on water. They killed his ass.
Yeah.
He disappeared. He invented a car that ran on water. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But the same with this dude, is Rick Simpson. So yeah,
That's
who I know.
that's straight medicine right there.
Yeah, no, he just took some kids. I remember some lady had a son that had epilepsy that he showed her how to make it. She would give it to him. Kid was cool. She was like, I don't know what this man doing.
and
He just teaches people how to make it.
You can get different
Yeah.
kinds. Well, he developed a formula for it. And
how to get it to come up that
how to get it to come up the same way you do when you make can of butter or can of oil.
Right.
There's a certain process that you
kind
do.
of refining of it, yeah.
Right. I've made both can of butter, can of oil. I've made tincture with that grain alcohol.
Oh,
What do you call it? That not 151, but it's the
I know what the hell you talking about, but damn it, I can't think of it.
that shit you brought that one time. That shit was
yeah.
man.
Either way, but you know what I'm talking
I
about.
know
You
what
got
you
you got to
mean.
use that grain
Oh,
alcohol. No, it's not moonshine.
No.
There
Everclear.
Everclear.
we
That's
go.
what I was trying to think of.
You make the tincture with Everclear, and you keep breaking it down, and you keep breaking it down, and you're breaking it down, and you can start with a certain amount of not bud. You don't want to use bud, but the shake,
Okay.
and you'll be surprised at out of the liter of that Everclear, you'll be surprised at how many of those odd drop bottles you get out of that. You're only going to get maybe one or two.
Wow.
That shit was like on fire though.
Wow.
You're only going to get one or two.
That shit was on fire.
Okay.
I mean, you have to let it process
Yeah, because
and break down that
burning
much.
that oil off, and it'll just keep going,
And
get
then
lower.
this right here is just another process in breaking it down. That right there, I've had on my fingers and tried to wash off with Dawn. Look, man, it's a process. Man.
Right.
You know?
You
Oh
just
yeah.
eat this shit?
Huh?
You just eat this shit?
No. You could put that on a bowl. You know, if you got a bowl and you got some
Vaporize.
weed in the bowl,
Oh, you can put it right on top
and
of
you
it
put it right on the bowl, and you use a torch.
Oh, okay.
I've put it in rolling papers,
And then roll
just a
it
little
over.
bit, man, and kind of spread it around, man, and roll a joint in it, man, which we can do tonight if y'all want
I'm
to.
getting ready to roll one right now.
Don't be scared.
No, now that I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared.
No, I'm gonna roll a regular joint.
I'm
Yeah,
a connoisseur, but I can say wrong.
No, you
But,
know, I'm
you know,
gonna roll one up right quick.
There are just various forms of this 500 like your boy, what your boy say, 500 types of deliciousness.
Right? There's about 5,000 types of
Yeah.
cannabis deliciousness. There's all kinds of shit. But yeah, so either way, that's the recreational part of it.
Yeah.
That's why people do it. And then they're from way back in the ancient days, they use it for spiritual stuff, for meditation. A lot of the shamans, or I don't know if I'm saying that right, they would use this for, to
No, and
get in touch with these spirits and shit like that.
yeah, with the shamanistic practices, man. Yeah, it was in a lot of native cultures. It became a big part of those practices because in those belief systems, what you're basically trying to do is tap into the inner
Right.
the inner self. You're trying to go into what they call it the spirit world.
Right.
So you're trying to make that transition into the
Right,
spirit
right.
world. And if you think about the kind of high that most people
I
can
can
get
see
from
how that
weed,
works.
you can see how it can help you get into that mind
I
state.
see in my own-
you
So
can
it
try to
wasn't
achieve
just
that.
about the high; it was about the consciousness,
Right.
Exactly.
and them trying to get in touch with.
That's right.
universal
Right.
forces and things like that. Things that the average man couldn't understand, but these guys trained to be able to make these these spirit journeys and be able to understand and interpret the things they saw in them. And that was like if you want to think about it, it was almost like a profession.
Right,
For some people, in some cultures, you had it where you was like called to it. You had to be
Right.
kind of chosen for it, but some cultures, it was something you could learn.
And that's how it was. How we talked about on the last show. Most all the countries in the world, it was all right.
Right.
And then they started to put all these laws on it. And put all these laws, and finally the whole world was like that until 2013. Uruguay was the first country to legalize it.
Just straight out
Like-
across the board.
Whatever, it's like cigarettes. Fucking, they were the first country to
But
do
that's-
it. I think because their president, he smoked. That's probably why he did that shit.
But that's the thing. If you
It
think
just
about it,
doesn't make sense, man. To
Yeah.
lock people up for smoking weed, man.
We don't do shit.
There's people out there, man, committing real heinous crimes, man. People that smoke weed are not breaking into 7-Elevens. They're not holding up gas stations. People that smoke weed don't do that, man. We trying to find a Denny's or a IHOP.
we find up all the pizza joints. and shit.
Waffle House somewhere around.
we looking
That's
for
what we trying to find.
we're looking
man.
for a good movie to watch on Netflix so we can sit on our couch and be still.
Damn, how many chips do we have left up here? There's
You
no
know,
chips.
shit.
Who's gonna go to the store?
Wait a minute, let me see.
Nobody wants to go to the store.
Let me put this DoorDash order in because I got the munchies.
So see, we contribute to the economy
Seriously.
because we be buying up everything. That's why Jack in the Box. First time I saw one of them commercials for the Munchie Meals at night, I'm like, the dude that did that, he got high and he pitched it, and it's gonna work because
And they know.
they had breakfast sandwich cheeseburgers.
They know.
What the fuck is this? But
Because they know you in between. They know you in between.
Right.
They know you in between, man. It's still late enough to where you can eat a hamburger like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, but it's creeping into breakfast, man. So
Right,
why
right.
not just put it together, man?
Right, put it together, and after I eat that, I'm gonna eat a bowl of cereal before I go to bed anyway.
And the funny part is I've made those at home, and then when I saw them on the menu, I was like, oh,
Yeah, exactly. Plus,
They
show
stole
two
my
dudes-
idea.
right?
whoever came up with that, all it made me say was, okay, whoever came up with that was a stoner.
It had to be. He had to be.
Whoever came up with that smokes on a regular basis.
Yeah, that was
They-
the
they
commercial
understand.
shows two dudes chilling.
Which
you
one?
hungry, man? And-
What-
come
what-
on, man.
Which one are you tasting over
This
there,
is
young
over
man?
here is let us know what we got. We have here, what is that?
Oh,
Cashmere pie.
That's kosher pie.
Kosher pie.
Yeah.
Kosher pie. Kosher pie. Looks nice.
Let me see that.
That was kosher pie. That's the one I know we ain't gonna be able to smoke like all four of this shit, but that's the one we about to smoke. Y'all keep going.
This show.
What's that?
Y'all ain't gonna make the end.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes, we'll be okay.
We will survive. What's that? What's that also? I will survive. Hey.
Yeah, that's no, shut up.
Shoot. Okay, but what I was gonna say some of the things that I looked up. It says cannabis sativa, which is the scientific name for the plant, is an annual herbaceous flowering plant indigenous to Eastern Asia, but now of cosmopolitan distribution due to widespread cultivation. It has been cultivated throughout recorded history, used as a source of industrial fiber, seed oil, food, recreation, religious and spiritual moods, and medicine. So just kind of like summing up everything that we've been talking about, it's such a versatile plant. They still haven't really, because part of it is because it's a Schedule 1 drug.
Right.
So since it's been considered to be off limits, you can't touch it. Nobody's even really been able to study it fully yet.
Right. That's
but they don't even understand all the different combinations of chemicals and compounds that you have in the weed that just occurs naturally before you even get into the way we manipulate the plant and, cause it to grow for certain characteristics and qualities that we want.
Right.
You know what, those? Surprisingly enough, there are more federal studies, and not even so much federal studies, but studies on the collegiate level,
Mm-hmm.
where they can really get away with it. Where they have studied the various properties of weed. That's why you have all of the Delta 8, the Delta 9, the Delta 10. Now me, I'm not a fan of that.
That's that fake shit.
No, it's not fake.
No, I know.
It's an actual weed. It's one scientific molecule away from being this.
Well, the plant is actually a
you
Delta
will
9.
but you will still feel the get high properties,
Right. But not like this.
but not like that.
That's why it's fake shit.
I understand.
And I can buy it in Texas. That's fake shit. Well, then again, let me shut up.
Well, yeah.
Shit here too, so.
But it is what it is. What was I gonna say? So one of the things that I looked up that I found that was interesting, man, is they were talking about some of the different compounds that's in weed. So of course we all know you got your THC, and it's the main psychoactive compound in the cannabis plant and responsible for the high state of euphoria that you feel. Then you got the CBD, which is a non-impairing, non-euphoric. It doesn't cause a high. However, it may produce many physical benefits, such as reducing pain and nausea, preventing seizures, and easing migraines.
For children, man, it's done wonders.
I've heard stories about different cases where a lot of children they found it
That have
beneficial
seizures,
for
man.
for seizures and stuff like that. So that's interesting.
Yes,
Now-
it's done wonders, man.
One of the ones that I found interesting. Okay, so there's some of the lesser known compounds, because like I said, those are the major ones everybody's heard of: THC, CBD, those kind of things. There's a compound, and I'm probably gonna butcher this name, but it's bisalolo. Just work with me, folks. It says it now. This is a cannabinoid, and it says that with notes of chamomile and tea tree oil. This is this is a terpene. It's a part one of the compounds in there. It says this terpene.
That's that shit.
No,
It's thought
terpenes is
to help reduce inflammation and irritation, and it may also have microbial and pain reducing effects.
And it does.
you've got several compounds of weed. That's why I'm a particular guy. Some people like to break their weed up by hand, but you get all of it on your fingers, man. And all of that stickiness that you have on your fingers, that's actually what you want to smoke.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Right.
actually what you want to smoke. You got the flower itself, but then you have the terpenes and this thing. Now, when you have a grinder, I have a 4-stage grinder.
Okay.
When I grind mine up, I don't grind it up real fine, so it's going to catch the flower. Then it's got a net down there,
It's my grinder.
and then
Got the
then
4
it
pieces.
in the bottom of the grinder, you will see nothing except fine powder.
Right.
That's just building up,
keef.
and build that keef that's
Right
building
there,
up and building up.
Right there.
Yeah.
Man,
That's the good shit.
That's the
that right there.
That's not, I'm gonna get you high stuff.
When they start making hash,
that's what they
Yeah.
start with.
Right.
Wow. See, because when I clean out that part of my grinder, oh,
That's
that's some of the best.
all you gotta do is just sprinkle a little bit in the joint, man.
Right. You just dust it. The next thing you know.
it's all good.
But yeah, man.
About to light.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. But anyways,
Oh,
yeah.
you already rolled it, yeah.
Hell yeah. About to light this motherfucker. But yeah, so there's the sativa is main. The sativa strand is more for up. It's a head high. It's also it has less CBD. It has way more. Like my man said, they're THC. Bobby
Right.
trying to be smart. Bobby trying to be smart, man. Look at Bobby trying to be
What?
smart. You know, THC.
Then the THC right
You
there.
know, and so and the, like I said, the sativa brands are more of a cerebral high. They're good for most people. Take them in the morning to get them going, and then at night you'll have an indica, and which is more mellow high. But there's so many different kinds. You can. A lot of people I do it. I like sativas, but like I said, I'll do something. Next thing I know, I'll chill. And next thing I done clean the whole damn house. I don't remember doing that shit.
Now, you know what? Disclaimer. Mr. Los over here told me a long time ago, he said, man, look here, I like them sativas, man. I said, okay.
Right.
Now, I was never one of them people, man, that was asking somebody, well, is this a sativa, indica, or a hybrid?
Right.
Well, then people that I know started asking me, so I had to ask. Now I'm getting everything with a name on it, where you can look up the different
Yeah.
strains and this and that. I'm 56. As I said, when I was a kid, you had Thai stick,
Mm-hmm.
Maui Wowie. I mean, you know, Panama Red. You know, it went that way, man. And then when we were kids in Germany, it was like Afghan blonde hash, bubblegum black, this and that. Here we go, fast forward, man, to 2000, to the 2000s,
Man.
and now every strain has a name, and everybody wants to know what's the name of the strain, because that way they can look it up and they can see how it was crossbred and what properties it has,
Right.
and whether how much of a hybrid is it? Is it 75% sativa and 25% indica, or vice versa? It's a whole scientific game, man. Right now, when it comes to just simple plants, man.
So when you going into places where you can buy it legally, you getting all of this background information, like on these labels here, like you were showing us. You getting all of this information up front, whereas before it was always kind of guesswork.
You
As
get
far
what
as
you
what
get.
was you getting, yeah.
You know, man, I go back to the days I was going to college in Atlanta, man, at the AU Center, man, and we could go around the corner, man, and get this little brown vanilla envelope, man.
Right.
You know, that was
How you know?
that was $10 worth, man. Look here, it wasn't no. Look here, man. What's the name of this?
No,
This 1984. They were like, man, go on, just get up out of here, man.
that was Mexican brick weed.
Back then it was. All right.
It wasn't even none of that. They had a little slide in the door. In the projects in the hood, man, they had a little slide in the door. All you did was knock on the door. That door open, you put that $10 in, they close the door, then they send it back out to you, man. Then you go on about your
little
business.
bag about that big.
In the little vanilla.
Knickknacks and shit.
I have a family member who was he's in his 70s now, and he talks about back in the day when he was a cab driver up in I think it was Michigan, or someplace up north. I forgot. But he talks about like he would, since he was a cab driver, he had a little hand in everything. And one of the things he would do is transport weed. So he'd come back with these big trash bags full, and it was just regular, regular old weed.
What
He
we
just
call Reggie now.
right.
That was
He
the
just
good shit back then.
come through
That
with
Mexican brick
these. He said he'd pull up at the little colleges outside of his city.
Oh,
Pull up at the and he'd be done selling it all in like a night or two.
Hey, T. Marie.
What's up, T? What's happening? with
Hey,
you?
what's up, Ms.
T?
Warren?
Hey, H-Town in the house.
Thank you for joining us, T.
That's it right there. You see your city right there.
Well, like I said, man, now you got so many different strains of weed,
And matter of fact, I got a couple of the names of popular sativa cannabis strains: green crack, Durban poison.
I like green crack.
Sour diesel. I like
I
sour
love
diesel.
sour diesel.
Acapulco gold, lemon haze, Jack Herb, and Panama red.
Acapulco Gold, Panama Red. See, that's the
That's
old
just
school
like-
names, man.
And they're still around. In some places you can get them, in some places you can't. It's not the same as what it was back then, though.
Let me tell you,
It's still
man.
the same strand. It's
For
crazy.
Thanksgiving, I took my family to Seattle. My brother and his wife live up there. And Washington is one of those legal states.
Right.
Man, let me tell you something. The same way they got churches and liquor stores on every corner in the South or anywhere else you go in Washington State and Seattle, when you walk out of one weed store, you can walk half a block and walk into another. You can walk out of a store and look across the street, and there's 2 or 3 over there.
They like Starbucks.
Man, like Starbucks.
That's like in Detroit when they first started the medical. I had one up there, and I was like, "Oh, we're going down pretty much in the hood. Every corner there was one, like
Every
a liquor
corner.
store." I was
Like
like,
liquor store.
"Damn!" Like, wait,
like niggas on the corner store.
it's like, wait, you put it in here. This shit is expensive. It's medical. So what are we saying? Everybody in the hood got a card or something?
Hey,
But
man.
you know,
everybody
niggas,
get one.
they gonna find a way to get a card.
Right. No. Well, they actually had to shut some down because they were just letting anybody buy shit. They didn't care.
Hey, that's with anything, man.
But you're gonna always have those kind of people, man. I mean, in any industry, you're always gonna have somebody trying to skirt the rules if they can. Hey, if I can make a little quick money right now,
Now, I'm gonna tell you this: in Seattle, you can walk in the store, and I'm gonna tell you, I had never been to a cannabis store before.
I still haven't been into one.
So when I went to Seattle, that was the first time, and at my age, I thought I knew a lot about weed or a little bit about weed. When I went into the cannabis stores in Seattle, man, it was sensory overload.
right.
It was. I promise you, it was
Everywhere.
exactly what Cat Williams said. 500 different types of deliciousness, man. It's sensory
Right.
overload, man. You got 100 different types of weed, man. And then if you're standing at the counter talking to somebody, it's like, look, you got a jewelry counter that's got all these different types of weed. You can see them, man. It's all magnified.
Right.
And then if you look over here, you can see like that's where they got it all stored at. And it's like a glass wall, and it's like jars and jars and jars stacked up, man, in your garage, like just different
To the
types of
ceiling.
weed.
god damn.
And then hanging from the ceiling, they have displays because they're just like regular stores, where they merchandise.
That's crazy.
Man, they've got candy and vapes and this kind of vape and wax and pens.
Jesus
Can I
Christ.
walk out and light right there and keep walking to Seattle?
In Seattle,
You smoke wherever the fuck you want.
now you can only spend so much in the store at one time.
You can only get an ounce.
Having said that, they'll break up your transaction, man. Gonna make it easier on you, man.
Right.
Whatever this got to be, whatever they get to be. They're gonna break it down to make sure you get what you need when you walk up out of there.
That's funny.
I went to a store without my brother, man. I was just walking around by myself, man. And, man, I went in the store, man, and came out. I opened that bag up, man, right there in front of everybody else, man. Pulled me one of them pre-rolls out. and lit it up right there on the corner with everybody else and walked back to my Airbnb, man. You know, like it was the thing to do.
Right. That's what
Now you can't smoke cigarettes in your apartments and shit.
But you can smoke weed.
You got to be 25 feet away from buildings to smoke cigarettes. They want to be 25 feet away from buildings to smoke weed.
Right.
But they have a bigger problem with cigarettes than they do weed, man. I would tell you that. Now, Las Vegas, on the other hand, I went to the world's largest weed shop there. I can't give you the name because they ain't paying us yet. Shout out to you. I'll tell you in a minute, but they ain't paying us.
You know?
Maybe
we tell them, they'll talk to us.
Next time.
Talk to us first.
I walked a mile from my hotel over there, man, and got my product and walked up out of there, man, and walked a mile all the way back to the hotel, man, smoking away. Went right up in my hotel on the strip. I got a bag that says medical marijuana, not medical marijuana, you know, just whatever the name of the place was, and blah, blah. So everybody knows what
Dispensary,
it is.
yeah.
Right.
Everybody knows what it is. But I wouldn't just sit out and openly smoke in Las Vegas like I did in Seattle. In Seattle, you know, some people, man, they get up in the morning and the first thing they do is smoke a cigarette. That's just people that smoke cigarettes. I was one of them ones. I was getting up in the morning, 7 o'clock. I'm going downstairs, man, so I can smoke me a damn joint, man.
Wake it back.
And I'm smoking the joint on the corner. There's people walking by. I'm like, have a nice day. Like, you have a nice day. Hey, you too.
What about Chicago? Same in Chicago?
Chicago. They had stores where you can go get some, but they're only gonna let you buy so much.
You have to go home and smoke that shit.
And you gotta go home and smoke that shit. You just ain't gonna necessarily stand out there in the street.
That's the law in Vegas, but I mean, of course, if you're sitting around a bunch of people and there's kids there, they're gonna let you just smoke.
I stood outside my hotel, man, in Las
there.
Vegas and smoked weed every night, man.
And just don't. I'm not bugging nobody.
They got bigger things to worry about in Las Vegas than you standing around in this corner in the dark smoking a damn joint.
Right.
You know, before you go back up to your hotel room.
It's like, you know what? Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no kids around. Go ahead.
Yeah. They got bigger issues.
Look,
man.
matter of fact, pass that motherfucker. Can I get a hit?
Right. Get a hit. I'm tired of being out here patrolling these damn streets.
Yep.
You know, shit. I'm going in. Matter of fact, I'm going on the 29th.
Oh, you going to Vegas?
Yeah. It's,
But this is concentrated. This is
with that shit. That shit don't have
that's 1,000 milligrams in that syringe, and it's incredibly thick. I mean, incredibly thick, man. And it's
Can't eat it? Can I just put it in my mouth and eat it and let that shit work later?
you want to
Yeah. You can do this shit?
if you want to.
You still making them cookies and shit?
I am.
I was telling them how you got me some of them cookies and I forgot I had them. So about 3-4 days later, I looked, I'm like, damn, them cookies from Rick. Have me some fresh coffee.
Man.
I started eating that mug and all of a sudden, I'm glad I stopped myself.
How
I'm
are
like,
you, man? See,
I'm like, it was half still. I'm like, oh shit.
Get outside
And
yourself,
I put
didn't
that shit- I was, man.
I would grandma say, "Get outside yourself."
I forgot what, man, I thought it was just a regular cookie and shit. And then I stopped and, man, I was high as hell later on. I was like, ooh, okay.
Man.
That shit worked with them green sticks of butter and shit.
Let me tell you something, man. I can't tell you who I was around because I can't self-incriminate this person, man. But I went east. Let me say that. And I had some M&Ms, couple bags of M&Ms sitting up on this counter outside the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
And when said person got up the next morning, they was like, "Were those your M&Ms?" I said, "Yeah." They were like, "Well, shit." I ate them. They were like, "Well, I ain't had no M&Ms in about 30 years, man." But hey, man.
Hey,
Oh,
So you know, whatever we were smoking,
Your
they
shit-
took them there.
your shit was right on time.
Hey, man.
Like, ooh, nigga, just exactly what I needed was some
Hey,
damn
man.
M&Ms.
When
And
I
didn't
when
even know
I
it.
man when I go home to Georgia, man, my cousins be looking for me, man. They be like, boy, Ricky in town. Oh,
Oh.
they come to see it.
Yeah, we about to get high.
Oh, they know I'm bringing that fire, man.
Right, right.
That flow right there. What you got back there, man?
Oh, this is all, what was it? It was.
I mean, they can look up the names
what
of
was
them,
the
man.
pie one?
Kosher pie?
Kosher pie. Is that a sativa or indica?
I don't know. Got to look it up myself.
And again, the indicas are the ones that they call it indicas for you
In
to
the
remember
couch.
in the couch because they're the ones that mellow you down. Now, that platinum OG is an indica dominant, 75% indica and 25% sativa.
That's them hybrids.
And I was like, man, yeah, that's what a hybrid is. They mix them. I'm like, okay, I don't do sativas. I just want to get high. I mean, that's indica, but fuck it. That shit is the bomb. It is not like no damn indica.
He had
Platinum
told me,
OG.
man. He had told me,
Man.
I like sativas. I like to be up. So anytime I had an indica, I was like, damn.
Hood runts. What's hood runts? I don't know.
I don't know either, bro.
Hood runts. What we got here? Sherblato.
Yeah,
Like
man.
a sherbet. Some of these, they do smell like that shit too.
Yes, sir.
And this one is Zookies.
Yes, sir.
Zookies. Zookie, man.
It's 420, man. I thought I had four different kinds.
Right?
Hey, Bobby asked a question. He said, will they legally pass weed in Texas? You think they'll pass it anytime soon?
I think that right there is getting ready to pass
Yep.
sooner than people know, man.
Right.
Okay.
Sooner than people know.
Okay,
I bet you, man.
Okay, so I think so too, but I'm curious as to why you think so.
How many states have legal marijuana? 20, 25? You
No, I
got,
think it's up to 30 now.
32, 33.
okay, you got, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
In some, well, when you say legalization, some places it might just be
Just
medical, but there
But-
there are that many that have it legal.
But even here in Houston, if the police stop me, I can have a quarter pound in my car
Right.
without going to jail
In Harris County.
in Harris County. Write me a ticket, man. I'm on
That's
my way.
crazy. 4
Now,
ounces.
for right, but for the states that are selling, openly selling marijuana, the closest one to us is Louisiana and Oklahoma.
Right. Or Denver.
Wait, I didn't know it was legal in Louisiana.
Right.
Okay.
It's legal in Louisiana?
I happen to be going to New Orleans, man. I mean,
got
not New
dispensaries
Orleans, but
and
I happen to be going to Nashville a couple of years for a Stuttgart reunion. Shout out to them stallions out there, right?
Yo.
Look here, man. I'm in the back seat riding, and I see this billboard that says marijuana dispensary. Told my wife, hey, man, pull over.
Right.
Pull over, man. We went up in there. They was just setting up. I was like, man, is this weed, or just like CBD? They were like, no, this weed. Bossier City. Shout out to Bossier City.
Weed.
And there's a few other cities in Louisiana where you can actually roll up in the dispensary, man, and get the plant that you want, bro. Yes, sir. I had I wouldn't have known, man, unless I wasn't going to
Unless you
Nashville,
saw it
man.
firsthand.
Yeah, that's cool. And
Wow.
then Oklahoma, of course,
But
if you want to ride
Oklahoma. I've got a friend that just got a job in Oklahoma. Shout out to you. You know who I'm talking to. I can't put it out there like that, man, because Oklahoma got legal weed.
Yeah.
They got legal weed, man. I don't know about New Mexico or nothing like that.
Arizona.
Arizona does?
Yeah,
too?
they just started having legal weed there too.
Oh, you
got
know
that
what? I
for the
do
Farm
remember
Boy
hearing
a couple
about that.
years
Yeah.
ago.
It just started COVID year or 21? January 1st of 21. They opened and it took a while before some of the dispensaries.
Okay.
Yeah, I played PlayStation with this kid from out there, and he that's what he was, because I said, oh man, you can smoke weed legal. He said, no, not yet, man. They're still waiting, figuring out how to put the buildings together, what to do, the business part of it. So it went until almost like, I'm like, the motherfucker should have been ready. Man, my sign at 12:01 have been like,
Yeah,
open.
see, now, I went out to the
You know?
Phoenix for the Final Four a couple years ago, and it wasn't like that. But the problem that they're having now, peep this right here, is in is it Massachusetts, New Jersey?
Massachusetts is legal now. Maine is legal.
The problem is people in Massachusetts are bitching, man, because the weed is subpar.
Right. That's crazy.
For what you have to go through and the prices that you have to pay in these stores that are now legal in Massachusetts, the weed is subpar. And that's why I've always told people, man, I don't care how much weed they sell in these stores. You can have all the legal weed shops you want and have all the different types you want, man. But, man, you're not going to stop that dude down the street from selling that weed, man, because, see, he got that pie out.
You'll get that good shit.
Some of these states, like I'm talking about now, Massachusetts, man, that's trying to mess around with the weed bans where it's substandard. All you're going to do is make them people go right back into them hoods,
right,
and get people who they was getting from before, because this right here is substandard marijuana that you want me to pay for this price.
I'm saying we should bring Massachusetts. We need me to bring some shit up there.
Shout out Massachusetts.
You know, my wife is from Massachusetts. You know, but you know what? I think we're almost out of time, man. Appreciate you coming through. 420 style. I know we wanted to educate y'all on 420, but we shouldn't have got high. But hopefully, y'all learned a little something. Look, this is what happens. This is how you act when you get high.
We ain't robbing nobody.
But I know some of y'all out there have weed time with me. Hey. But so man, thank you so much for coming, man. When you gonna come back?
Anytime y'all ask.
Anytime you want to come.
You look on the website again, www.thedailysmoke.com, and right there you'll see upcoming events. Click that, and it'll show you. Well, we already have some already set up.
I ain't got no job.
Always go there and look to see what's.
I ain't got nothing to do.
You ain't got shit to do. Well, hey, now you got 7 o'clock. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, every day we do a show every day. For the jam on Tuesdays. Tell them what you do.
Oh yeah, Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. We got the smoke session, so make sure y'all come and check those out. If you're interested in the things that are like nerdish, comic books, anime, movies, TV shows, we talk about all that kind of stuff. So come and check us out on the smoke sessions. Hopefully y'all join us. We got a couple of good episodes coming up. I'm gonna be talking about SCPs. If y'all don't know what that is, you better get on it. I'm trying to tell you, this is when it comes to fiction. If you're a fan of fiction, it's the shit you need to be up on. So join me on the smoke session, and we'll talk about that a little more in depth in a few days. So be looking for that episode, y'all. And don't forget, we do need donations.
Yes.
Please, donations. So if y'all want to check out the Cash App, it's TD Smoke. $, TD Smoke.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
At Cash App.
At Cash App.
Or hey, look on there. You see my address. You can drop by envelopes if you want.
We are not opposed to envelopes of cash.
No,
okay.
But we do appreciate.
Although a briefcase of cash would be nice.
But we do appreciate each and every one of you out there. Continue liking us, sharing us. Don't forget to hit that like button. Okay. So make sure y'all do that. Again, go to our website, find out all about us. The Stand for the Silent, we still, are pushing them because, we really believe in that. The suicide, hey, we don't want nobody killing themselves. It's not.
Nah, man, call somebody, man.
Yeah, that's why we put that up there, man.
Call somebody, man.
And it goes with the book for Stand for the Silent because it's about bullying and kids killing themselves. So it's
I'm
all that.
I'm a veteran, man, and I would tell you, man, if you know somebody, I don't care if they veteran or not, kid, adult, man, if you see somebody having a problem, man, if you see it, say something, man. Help somebody, man.
We had an episode about that and how it's
help somebody,
sometimes
man.
you don't want to just tell somebody, you don't want to just get up with somebody, man, you ain't thinking about killing yourself, right?
No, there's ways you can do that.
Yeah, that's what we had learned on that show about suicide.
Yeah, man. There's
crazy,
ways
man.
you can talk to people, man, and you can let them look here, man. I know what's going on. I know I've been there too. look here, man. You ain't got to do that, man. That ain't the way to do that, man. Come on.
But like Brother Ron says, once it's there, you ain't stopping it.
That's
Once it's in their head, you ain't gonna stop it. There's nothing you can do. They're gonna do it. You can't get to them sometimes, man.
I worked at the VA hospital, man, and I'm a beg to differ, man. I know a whole bunch of dudes, man. That was on that
crazy shit.
And but they're still here. But I do know some brothers too, man, that went through some things as veterans, and I was getting phone calls, man, that they were no longer here.
That's what I was talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
But
anyways.
But if it's about listening, man.
Right.
It's about listening. If
we did a show on
if
that, man,
you can get with somebody and they think, okay, this person hears me. A lot of times, that's what it takes. It ain't all the other bullshit.
Right.
It's that this person hears me right now. And then when you keep doing that thing, man, where you hear that person right now, and then you keep listening to him, man, before you know it, man, you say, hey, man, well, look here. Come on, man, let's go get something to eat, man. He or she might be hungry. We'll take him to get something to eat, man, and blah, 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 blah. Before you know it, man, you done something for that person, man, that ain't nobody done, man, because people overlook them. People in this country, man, they talk a good game. Want to care about everybody. This, and that. They'll donate money for this, and that. Shit, they'll walk downtown Houston, man. They'll walk by somebody on the damn corner, man. They'll walk right by him, man.
But hold that thought, man, because we need that for another episode. Matter of fact,
my fault.
we're doing a that Father's Day thing about, because like I had children when I was young and I had them when I was older. Have you experienced that?
I've made no, but I've made various mistakes in previous relationships when it came to my kids, and it's taken me some time to get back in that door. So that's another show we can talk about.
I'm telling you, we have so many different
Tell the
ideas
truth
coming
on
up
it.
with. But anyways, that's about all the time we have for today. I'm not gonna apologize because I was high because it's 420. If you didn't like the show, that's just too fucking bad. I had a good time with my boy Rick Ray. Thank you for coming, man. Jammy Jam, happy 420, man. We're here to have a good time. Like I said, mostly on Mondays and Wednesdays we get intimate.
Hey, man behind the keyboard back there.
Oh man, I'm 419. I'm
He's
good.
419, and he's at 11:58 yesterday still.
Yeah.
He's not trying to move forward.
Don't matter. We're going to get
Not
on
with
that.
this shit anyways.
We're gonna get on the LL Cool J Rock the Bell station, man, on Sirius XM.
But either way, Bernie, thank you so much for always being with us. Hey,
Oh,
yes,
really?
read
Man.
time, baby. That's what it is, man. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Brother Los.
Brother Jam.
Brother Ron.
Rick.
My boy Rick Ray, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all tune in every day at 7 o'clock. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. We're the Daily Smoke.
And
we're
out.
Peace.
Weed time.